Alright, so today video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a product review. I've been looking for a hydraulic press. If you are like me and you have a small shop, you probably went down the same path of research that I went down. It looks like probably the best bet is the Harbor Freight 20-ton. That's not the way I went. I went onto Amazon and found the cheapest 6-ton hydraulic press that would ship and would get here in a reasonable amount of time. And yeah, so I'm going to do an unboxing. And I knew this video was going to probably be pretty bad, but by the looks of the box, this might be like a tier 7 shit show. So we'll see. Alright, so let's take a quick look at how this box arrived. If I'm not missing parts in this, one second. Yeah, so there's this. Basically, the whole thing is just kind of wide open. Great, so let's unbox it and check out what we're missing. Alright, you can't see it on this side, but on the other side, this is all mixed case. Like, it's teeth. There, let me see. 6-ton shop press. Alright. How does this thing open? Now, before I open this, it did say that this was only about 50 pounds. That's useful. Oh, it actually came with these, I'm surprised. Hopefully all the hardware is here. This isn't very promising. This is loose. Look at this. Were these? No, these weren't even cut. These just ripped. Like the anchors on these just shattered. Okay. But all of them too. I don't know. Oh wait. Almost got out. We might actually have all the parts to this thing. Every single one of these is destroyed. How did that happen? Unless this was quick note about the steel. Doesn't seem bad for something like 130, 40 bucks. I'll put it up on the screen. I'll get some measurements. Now, it says Vivor on it, but that's not the name of the brand on the Amazon. Not be getting an accurate measurement. a little bit better. I love taking the springs. That's it. Okay. There, it's together. Build quality is what you'd expect for $150. We'll see what it can do. Let's check the jack to see if it works. Feels really cheap. All right, seems to work. Adjustment was pretty easy to accomplish. Let's see if we can get that pinion sorted out. It's a little bit off. It's quite a bit off. Alright, so it's not exactly what I'd say it's level and square, but the whole thing seems to be tilted this way. Let me just show you guys what I'm a little concerned about, is that this does not sit perfectly flat. You can see the daylight in there. The whole thing is kind of bent too, around this shaft. I'm thinking maybe it's preload, because over time these will pull upwards on it, and this is just new. But look how that kind of cants forward. I don't know if you can make it out, but it's a little weird. So I'm going to be wearing goggles every time I use this thing. Maybe you can see from the back if it's a little... Very hard to pick up on camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to probably replace that jack. First thing I want to do is press off the bearings of the old pinion. So let's see if we can do that. I don't want to give any of you the idea that I know explicitly what I'm doing, but this is a crush sleeve. Huh. This might not be wide enough to get my... Let's get this thing. Oh, that's terrific. We'll figure this one out now. Actual mechanics are right. Okay. You guys are only going to see this if it works. Otherwise I'm going to delete this and nobody's ever going to know. Notice it's kind of crooked. You don't want to do that when you're doing something like legitimate. I don't care about this bearing, and I don't really care about the pinion because it's all destroyed. What I want to know is the width of the spacer between the two. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to drive this off. Again, if this fails, you will never know. Alright, first press, crooked press. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's working. That actually worked pretty good. I'm impressed, actually. Okay, so there's the bearing. It's in pretty decent shape. And this is the shim that I want to get the size on. Fortunately, my caliper is not working, so. Now with this off, you can theoretically put the new bearing on with this and then just YOLO it. But the best thing to do is to get a brand new bearing and kind of wallow it out a little bit. So then this way you can slide it on and off as you need to for testing purposes. Not quite there yet. Alright, so it worked. It did what I needed it to do. And we'll come up with a better solution for pressing the new one on. I could do it like this, which would give me a straighter, because this will fit through between these two. So that's something to keep in mind if you buy this. The throat on it is not big enough to fit the head of the pinion gear through it. Take a look what happens if you try to exceed the... Let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Goes down, goes back up. Worked. Hell yeah. Did it. Alright, so there was a little bit of funkiness there where the bottle jack was compressing a little bit. But it worked. I was able to get this this stud loose. So we can pop studs out. Putting them back in, who knows? But maybe we could try to find out when we get closer to that. Would I recommend buying this thing? You know, for the price, it's not bad. It does seem to kind of do what it's supposed to do. Remains to be seen if it's going to survive the rigors of shop use. I mean, I don't really do that much pressing around here, but It's cool to have in the shop, I think. Yeah, if you're gonna do anything more than just an occasional bearing or something, I would probably step up to a bigger, better unit. Probably get the 20-ton from Harbor Freight. Just the overall architecture that seems like a better design. You can always replace the bottle jack with a more expensive. I think a 20-ton jack is something like 50 bucks. You could just put one in there. Otherwise, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if you got the room to push it somewhere and you're only gonna use it every now and then, it's not a bad unit. Again, it depends on how long it lasts. So what do you guys think? Glad that didn't end up on the pile of other sketchy stuff that I record but then hide from you guys. What can we crush?